Before we hop off, Sunday, what do you think is going to happen?
I'm gonna say little preview here. Just Niners got to establish the Niners got to establish the run with whatever broken parts they have left. But more importantly, they got to stop the run. We said what the Bears are, they don't run the ball, but when they can, they'll go to it. They'll feed DeAndre Swift if they have to. The games they've looked the most successful is when DeAndre Swift has gotten going. So you got to stop the run. I mean, you look at it last week against the Bills. Like, it didn't matter who they had in that backfield, right? Everyone was getting their run on the Niners. Literally every fucking player who touched the ball, other than Mitchell Trubisky, was over 5 yards of carry here. I could pull it up right now. So that's where it all starts. Defense has to step up. I mean, you have a quarterback who likes to hold the ball. You might be without Nick Bosa. We'll find out more tomorrow, but you got to get to him. You got to make him uncomfortable. Scheme it up, Sorensen. First time all year you're going against a rookie quarterback. Like, let's see it. This is your first time, you know. That's always the stats people like to throw out. This coordinator versus a rookie head coach. So-and-so versus a rookie quarterback. Like, let's see what you're about. Last week, James Cook, 7.6 yards a carry. Obviously, he had the 65-yard run, but it counts. Ray Davis, 5.7 a carry. Ty Johnson, 5.6 a carry. Josh Allen, 6 yards a carry. Curtis Samuel, 7 yards a carry. Can't happen. Cannot let this team establish the run. Make them pass. That's what they want to do. You beat them. Score prediction, I'm going to go Niners 23-17.
It seemed like you were leaning Bears there the entire time. You're like, Nick Sorensen, can you scheme up a stop?
I'm just talking about what's wrong with this team and how they're going to improve on it. I'm going Niners 23-17.
Yeah, I mean, when I'm looking at this game stage, like you brought up, I mean, Nick Bosa, Trent Williams, story of the past fucking month, right? I mean, you never know who's going to play until Sunday, and usually it's been bad news for the 49ers. I said this earlier. The Bears are the number one defense in the league when it comes to red zone defense, which is hysterical because that's been the Niners' number one issue all year, that they've been able to move the ball, but they can't put up any points on offense because they struggle in the red zone so hard. Jake Moody has had a season from hell, but I think the Niners are going to have a really tough time scoring on this Bears defense in the red zone just because, I mean, you lose Christian McCaffrey, you lose Jordan Mason, you're going up against the best defense that you've played all year in terms of stopping people in the red zone. Why should I expect that you're suddenly going to pull something out of your ass and you're going to start to score in the red zone against this team? And on defense, I think the Bears are going to be able to move the ball. I think they're going to be able to run. I think that Caleb's going to be able to find people downfield. I think that Keenan Allen, DJ Moore, they're going to be able to get open. They're going to probably try to scheme up some stuff against Devondre Campbell, like every team does that we play against. So I think if you're looking at the recent performances for these teams, the Niners getting blown out, what'd you say, combined 58 points the past 2 weeks?
Past 2 weeks. It hasn't been pretty.
And the Bears being close with three great teams the past 3 weeks, you'd probably lean Bears on paper, right? But when I'm looking at this, I mean, the Niners are at home, right? Thomas Brown is not a good coach. The interim coach, I know that there's an interim coach bump, but this guy's not any good. You have a much better coach in Kyle Shanahan. I just have faith that Kyle's going to be able to get that run game going again. This is the first time, I think, in about 3 weeks that you actually have a situation where you could pass. It was tough in Green Bay because you had Brandon Allen. I don't think a lot of people, especially Brock Purdy, wasn't going to be able to throw last week in Buffalo. So I think this is going to be the first time in about 3 weeks that you're actually going to be able to see what this Niners team could do in the pass game, especially if Kyle gets that run game going. It opens up the play action. Like I brought up earlier with Caleb Williams, he's been making mistakes all year. He's been shaky in the pocket. He's been holding on to the ball, getting sacked. I think that that's going to happen this week too. You may even see a couple turnovers from Caleb. So I think the Niners are going to have enough to get it done. I said 24-17, but I will admit, just based on what I've been seeing on paper, the fact that this Bears defense has been so good in the red zone and is a great matchup for Chicago against this Niners offense coming into it, I do think that Bears plus 3.5 is great value. And if I wasn't so connected to the 49ers, I'd be really enticed to take it because you always got to chalk up that about 3 points in the spread goes to the home team. So I feel like Vegas is damn near saying that how these teams line up on Sunday, if you put them on a neutral field, it's about to pick them. So it's going to be close, and I think that Bears plus 3.5 has good value, but I got Shanahan. I got the home field advantage. I just feel like the Niners.
In your eyes, the better quarterback?
in my eyes, the better quarterback. Maybe not in the eyes of people who don't look at the game tape and just look at potential and not
I'll
actually
say
what
I'd
happens
rather
on the
have Purdy
football
right
field.
now. I would rather have Purdy right now. I think Purdy's a better quarterback right
Wow,
now.
Sage, it finally comes
But
out, man. I've been looking for
but
that the entire fucking episode today.
but I will say, I think the Niners are gonna be able to pass the ball. I agree. I think they're gonna struggle. That's why I went 23. I think it's gonna be 2 touchdowns, 3 field goals.
Yeah.
I think they'll be able to dominate possession, move the ball enough, and just score more. The Bears, who knows what they'll do against that 49ers defense. I mean, it's like the blackjack Niners. You never know what you're gonna get. The roulette Niners defense. I don't know. I can't. I
What's
can't
the
say much
over
about
under
the
here?
defense.
What's the
It
over
can't,
under?
it can't be that high.
I got it right here. So it's 44. What do you think about that one? You think over? I
I'd
think
go-
under.
Well, I mean, my score says under, so I'm going to say under. I can't imagine there's going to be a lot of touchdowns this game.
No, me
Yeah,
neither.
we'll see. It's going to come down to the special teams, all that. So I'm excited. Niners got to win.
Okay, so Sage, anything else before we hop off here?
That's it. We'll get to the gambling show.
I mean, we covered everything. I mean, let's be honest, Sage. A lot of people aren't really looking forward to this game. I think this is a game where, for 49ers fans, this is where you start to get hyped again if they win. But it seems like a lot of people already died on the 49ers. The Bears are weird because they lost 6 games in a row, but they do have some impressive things that they've been doing the past 3 weeks. You have a new coach, so you don't really know what to expect in this game. You don't even know who's going to play for the 49ers. So this is just such a hard game to preview. Such a hard game to preview right now.
Yeah, I mean, it's impossible. Just like the Niners are at their lowest. The Bears just fired their coach. You just don't know what to expect on either side. That's why I'm just going to go with the Niners, who are more proven right now. 23-17.
Okay, so that's going to close out our conversation for the Niners-Bears game. We're just going to do this for the YouTube video because we're going to chop this up, Sage. We're not going to do like the podcast where we just go right back to the 4 best bets. Like and subscribe. If you guys like the content that we're putting out, please. We're just starting out the channel, so like, subscribe, comment.
Like and subscribe.
Do whatever the hell you have to do. Share with a friend.
Like and subscribe.
We're trying to get out there, man. I feel like we're putting out good shit. We just need to get out to the masses, Sage. It's impossible when you're starting out as a small guy in the ring to get success right away. So we got to rely on the people.
Baby. Beginner gains.
Beginner gains. We just got to rely on the people at the start who like our shit to put it out there, man. Like it's the gospel, right?
I agree.
All right. So, yeah, that's going to be it for this game.